celebrate Christmas, put Christmas trees in their house, buy gifts for their kids and family. You know, just having a festive day. But, you know, for us in this truth, man, you know, we don't partake in that. You know, you might want to fast or whatever, man. Get together with brothers, do something that pertaining to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, offering basically making how Romans 12 say, making our bodies a living sacrifice, man. Just basically giving up this lifestyle of this world. It's a, you know, it's a humbling experience, man. To know that, you know, you ain't a part of your family. They out there eating and drinking, having fun, but you know, you withdraw yourself from that madness. And that's just one, you know, that's just one example. But you know, this is daily. In your daily walk, man, you're supposed to, your spirit should be in a contrite spirit. Contrite means crushed. Go back to the Hebrew word dakah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it's dakah, meaning crushed. Your spirit should be crushed here in Babylon, man. You know, and I mean, just seeing this madness. And the Most High is bringing judgment for, you know, like the brother going into, you're not going to get off with no sin, especially being in this truth. If you the elect, you might not catch a missile, but the Most High know how to pay you back, man. The Most High going to deal with you if you go off.
Yep. Whether you in this truth, the Most High woke you up to this truth, or you just a 2/3 Jake in the world. You know. You had something. You got something else, bro?
No, that's pretty. You go ahead, bro.
Right, but the point being, because you know, we are the people of this book, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the chosen people of this book, the Israelites. You know. You gotta. They were 2/3 not gonna get in their mind, but even for the brothers, we gotta constantly think upon that, man. We are actually the children of Israel that's written all through this Bible, man. And at one point in time, you know, like I was going into, we knew that we was Israelites, and we was keeping the law. We was going off. We was worshiping other gods, bowing down to other gods, sacrificing on other gods. And then we have the nerve to try to come to the Most High like you fooling them with a sacrifice for the different laws you breaking. So, you know, that's no more. That's in the well, that time period is gone away. But what was going on in the spirit back then is going on to this in this time we're in right now. You know, the same thing. Jake don't. The only thing is, Jake don't know that they the Israelites in this last captivity. They don't know that they the Israelites of the Bible, but they still have that zeal towards the Most High. And they think that they really believe that they can, all the wickedness they commit, they can be pardoned for it. And that's because that's them same wicked spirits from back in the ancient time. You know? It's just that they actually knew that they was Israelites and they was keeping, well, they knew that they was going off in the law, but they knew that they can so-called, but not so-called, they knew that they could bring an offering and give remission for that sin. Now, man, this is all spiritual, man. The Most High, if he don't wake you up to this truth, and the way he do that is by way of the prophets, by way of you hearing his word. He stir up your spirit by way of his word. And you got to come back to the fact that you're an Israelite. And then when you do come back to the fact that you're an Israelite, it's spiritual. It ain't all about it is all about keeping the commandments, but that ain't where our justification lies.
You can't keep all of them.
Right, and unless you can keep all of them, you can't be justified. And we can't keep all of them. Go ahead, bring that out.
Isaiah.
Come.
It's Isaiah.
Because the same, like this brother was going into, the same, basically the jakes that was in there, they complete full-blown wickedness back in the ancient times, them they back here today. These are the same ones celebrating Christmas. The same ones getting ready for the so-called New Year. That ain't even the true New Year. That's the so-called white man's New Year. You know, the Most High have a order for the seasons, and it tells you the New Year in the scriptures. You know, December or January the 1st isn't the New Year, but you're gonna have jakes that's gonna get into like the brother was going into. They gonna get into the paganism. They gonna cook their black eyed peas with ham in it, and that's supposed to give you good luck for the New Year or blessings going into the New Year. They got all kind of madness.
Yeah.
You know, this whole holiday season, so-called holiday season, is this a demonic spirit going on here in Babylon. But read that, brother.
This Isaiah 1:11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me?
For what purpose is it? Now, like I said, in the spirit, Jake is really doing the same things. You know, they don't know nothing about the law and the law of sacrifice, but going up in these harlot houses, singing and dancing and screaming and hollering, and seeing who can put the most money in the plate. You know, you see me down here, God. You see me down here, Jesus. Look, I'm putting $300 in a plate on Christmas Day. Or on the Sunday following, like this, tomorrow gonna be Sunday. Jay gonna be extra holy in there tomorrow, in they mind. But they wicked, and they think as long as they go in there, because as long as they go in that church on Sunday, and they might hit it up one time during the week, that's gonna cover all the madness that they into, all the wickedness that they commit. You know, because I used to think that shit back when I was bugged out in the world. That, you know, the Most High know my heart. I can go out, smoke weed, and be wicked and do the bullshit I was doing. And then when I go in there on Sunday, I'm forgiven now. Look, I'm showed up. You see me? And then you leave out of there and you feeling good about yourself. Because the pastor done pumped you full of false hope. And you feeling good about yourself, like, yeah, I feel good, man. You feel clean. It's really just the demons playing with your mind.
So you continue in your wickedness.
Yep.
They don't leave out of there thinking, man, it's time for me to get my shit together and do right according to his word. They continue on with their wickedness.
Right, because you can just go. Basically, the Lord died on the cross. Now you can just do all our wickedness. That don't even make sense. The Lord died on the cross for you to continue sinning.
Yeah, to do evil.
But that just show you the mentality of our people, man. Read that.
This Isaiah 1:11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me? Saith the Most High. I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts. And I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of the lambs or of the goats. When you come,
so that go back to the point I was making a little earlier, that at one point in time the Most High was like, I'm not accepting your sacrifices. That's why we needed for the Most High to keep his promise through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We needed a sacrifice to get right with the Most High, to be at peace with the Most High, to bring peace with the Most High in Israel. But that peace is only through Yahweh Shai, though. What you got?
yeah, go back to Hebrews 10.
All right, yeah. You got something in Hebrew?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, this Hebrews 10:4. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he said, sacrifice and offerings thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. In burnt offerings and sacrifice for sin, thou hast no pleasure.
That's it. Go back.
Start over again?
Yeah, you started verse 12. You finished 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to 12.
Hebrews 11:12. When you come to appear before me, who have required this at your hand to tread my courts? Bring no more vain oblations, incense and abominations unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting.
Right. So we needed a sacrifice, because the Most High was fed up with Jake's continual wickedness, going in and out the tabernacle, the temple, sacrificing, treading his courts with vain. They say vain oblations.
Oblations, come.
Right. They meant nothing. Empty. Wicked. Because really that sacrifice you bringing is wicked.
Come.
Because if you're not premeditated on your wickedness, you know. Go ahead. Is there more in there?
Yeah, come.
Go ahead.
The 14th verse. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. And when you spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you.
Right. And then we'll finish it out.
Yea, when you make many prayers, I would not hear. Your hands are full of blood.
So up until that was in effect, as far as the Most High turning his back on the nation Israel until Yahushua came, was born and then died on the cross. Now the Most High is, we have a relationship with the Most High, but it's through Yahushua.
Come on.
So really we just dealing with Yahushua, and he deals with the Heavenly Father. Now get
Someone's about the mediator between man?
No, I want you to get 1 Peter 2 and 5, or is it 2 Peter 2 and 5? Because now, and then also hold Romans 12. Because now how we sacrifice unto the Most High, now that the Most High is, we can deal with the Most High, not like I said, not directly, but through his Son. The way we bring sacrifices unto the Lord, or to the Most High, it's all spiritual. You know? He still requires a sacrifice. I believe it's 1 Peter, 2 Peter 2 and 5.
Spiritual house.
Come.
This 1 Peter 2 and 5. Yea, also, as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua HaMashiach.
Read it one more time, all right?
1 Peter 2 and 5. Yea, also, as lively stones.
Yea, also as lively stones. That's why we out here assembled in the streets, bringing out the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Are built up a spiritual house.
We're built up a spiritual house. Go ahead.
And holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahushua HaMashiach.
So right now, this is a sacrifice right here. A spiritual sacrifice that we offering up to the Most High. Now go grab
Romans 12.
Yeah, come.
It's Romans.
And 2/3 of our people not gonna take heed to none of this. You know, you really gotta be a bugged out person, especially if you're an adult and you still getting into the Christmas spirit. I mean, it got so many turns to that spirit, to that wicked spirit. I'm talking about the Christmas spirit. I mean, it ain't just like one solid, like, I ain't gonna say doctrine, but it got a lot that goes into Christmas. I mean, you got Saint Nicholas, you got so-called Jesus Christ, you know, the Lord is involved. You got Nimrod involved, you know. Nimrod, the Christmas tree representing his penis. You got elves, you got reindeer.
Fine reindeer.
I mean, you know, you got the North Pole.
Con.
You know, all this garbage, man. They bundled some wickedness together and gave it to the American people.
Yeah.
And put a hell of a storyline behind it. But all the origins behind it is wickedness. You know how people end up sitting their kids on a old pedophile lap, and they're asking him for gifts. You know, Jake, that's crazy. You would think that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you wouldn't put your child on the white man's lap to ask him for gifts. But to them, that's God, you know. The white man is God.
They'll take a picture and put it in the living room, frame it.
They won't think this, you know what, they'll celebrate Christmas and all this wickedness. Let me really get off into these scriptures and see what I should be doing. But that's because we don't have no power, man. It comes more clear by the day, man, that, you know, we don't have no power to wake ourselves up or wake nobody else up. The Most High